What's going on, guys? Here for another episode of Anime Reviews Fate Extra Last Encore with the wonderful Sloan, the female otaku.
I know.
That's wonderful. Oh man, I have a lot of faith in this series. This episode was fantastic.
Honestly, like I'm watching not as many anime as I usually do this season, but this is honestly like one of the best anime of the season. Like, oh my gosh, I love Fate Extra Last Encore so much. It's just so entertaining, and it ends on a hype note every single time. It's so good.
Every time I'm like, man, I have questions. I gotta tune in next week. But yeah, no, like we start off literally almost exactly where we left off last episode. Nero being awesome, taking on Darius, Leonidas, and Fergus, like no issue. Yeah. Even Shinji's just like, oh my god. And then, like, whatever she did, or whatever attack happened, broke through all the firewalls. And next thing you know, you see Hakuno surrounded by dead bodies. And it's like, oh, yeah, they did.
Yeah, exactly. That was interesting that we actually started off the episode with Nero instead of Hakuno, because I thought we would see Hakuno, I don't know, go in rage mode or something, but we didn't. We kind of saw the aftermath of that, and we got Nero's point of view, and then she's just all like, whoa, what? And same with Shinji. He's like, so you were able to handle that, huh?
Okay. Ren Tosaka saved the day and broke him out of the firewall, and that was cool. I will say, it seems like they're definitely building up to eventually answering, like, what this is, because they didn't even mention Deadface again, so I'm like, okay, well, I'll wait another episode or so.
Yeah, actually, there's one thing that we have neglected to speak about for the past 2 episode reviews, and that is the popular theory going around that there was a time loop of some sort, and that Hakuno finally broke out of this time loop. And for those of you who believe in that theory strongly, I feel like you're honestly correct, especially after this episode, when we see a flashback of Hakuno going through previous deaths.
And multiple stages, like in the school, underwater. People who played the game will recognize those are different stages and levels of the game. He's died at several points. But yeah, even the memory of Shinji later on, like, it doesn't add up. It's like, okay, so it definitely feels like he's been in that time loop for a while, if it's true. But yeah, you're right. Good for bringing that up, because it keeps slipping my mind every time I record. But like, they just keep giving more and more credence to that theory, especially when we learn what happens next. I'm kind of sad the opening's the same, but as we see later, the ending changes a little.
Oh yeah.
So that's cool. But yeah, no. So Rin kind of pretty much saves Hakuno. With Codecast, which is a craft essence.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But yeah, no, she breaks it down. Apparently, she doesn't have her servant.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
I mean, I'm glad she was able to escape and move on to the next floor with Nero and Hakuno. But one thing that really got me questioning was when Rin was about to be attacked by Darius, and at that point, Nero and Hakuno already escaped. And then Rin suddenly, like, this red thing, I don't know what you want to call it. She's like powering up and it was all red.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was, because we come back to her later and they're like, the servants are dead under rubble. It's like, wait, so did they die because of the rubble, or did Rin kill them?
Yes, I was wondering about that too, yeah.
Like, oh, like, maybe Rin's low-key super strong, but, you know, even typical Rin, there's definitely more to her than meets the eye. She's in here like, nah, I got more use for him. I'm like, what you planning? But, you know, they pretty much break down what's going on here. Some looks like a noble phantasm of sorts is pretty much keeping everything on lockdown. Shinji is this floor's master. He's the only other master that actually has a servant still.
Yeah.
And he created the city, which I thought was really interesting. I'm like, okay, you did this. Well, all right. And it pushes forward the angle that Fate Extra Shinji is the best iteration of Shinji that we can get. Because I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you understand him at least a little bit. You still hate his guts. and he's still like super annoying and just such a bad dude. But you sort of understand why he decided to create this place and act the way he is in this floor, because he's scared and he doesn't want to kill anymore, which makes sense.
Right, you know, especially considering some other things, but yeah, it makes total sense. It also makes sense in that last scene that happened in the first episode where Kirei says, "I'm leaving all my hopes to you." Like, that bottom floor, everything we saw was deleted, which includes that Kirei. So he definitely helped Hakuno out to try and fix whatever issue is going on. Also, they love giving Shinji shaft angles.
They really do. They do.
It's just like, he's living this up, okay? But then before we get to like the apex of action, I love the hacking in this, the way they show how hacking works.
Oh, yeah.
In this world. I'm like, okay, I can get down with this. Like, it's very clear, understandable. They do really well with the visuals and the 2D interaction with the 3D. And it's like, all right, it's pretty nice. But we're gonna get to the most important part, which I accidentally spoiled if you didn't know anything about Fate Extra last time. But yeah, Francis Drake is Shinji's servant, and their connection is awesome, and we have our first major servant battle, and a part of me wished it could happen for a little longer.
Yeah, I wish it was a little longer too. I was like Drake, and I was just super happy. Like, yes, Drake, you get to fight, you get to go all out, go, Mama Drake, go, and the battle's over.
Like, oh no. And it's hard hitting. Shaft knows how to animate hard hits, because I'm sitting here like, God, oh god, that hurt. Oh no. Like, and then Drake was able to use her Noble Phantasm, so able to hear her chant it was really cool. And I like to see like how Shinji was like kind of manning the ship, which was really cool. Like, okay, all right. And we get our first, as Nero tries to use her Imperial Privilege, which is a really broke skill anyway. It's the only reason why she's a saber, funny enough. But we get our first mana transfer. I'm like, oh, all right. So he just jumped in that water, no hesitation, gave her a kiss with some mana. I was like, all right, cool, do the thing.
It's funny that he knew how to do that, actually. But according to Nero, she said, oh, it's through physical contact. But since this is a show, I think we know that we're just going to get kiss scenes instead.
Right. I mean, I appreciate this over the CG dragon and the Dean Fate Stay, which is like, oh, here's a mana transfer. You look in, Shiro's interacting with a 3D dragon. I'm like, oh, I don't know what's going on there. Then I played the visual novel, and I was like, oh god, what? But yeah, no, Nero defeats Drake, and low-key I got emotional. I was like, oh man. Oh. It was a good moment. I liked that. And I liked how, even though Hakuno is like, he said it clearly, I'm going to kill him.
Yeah.
Like, oh, jeez. No mercy. All right.
He meant business, for real.
And he's just like, you know what? I don't care about your reasoning, but I kind of hate you less.
Yeah, no,
that
that's honestly how I felt, really. Like, after I understood Shinji, I'm like, okay, I still hate you, but you're a tad bit better than your other versions.
Oh yeah, no, leaps and bounds better than, oh man. But yeah, no, so that's pretty much what I had there. We're definitely going to go to the next floor, which means another servant. We'll figure out how that floor works. Because apparently Shinji making this into a city and refusing to move actually stopped everything. And any other masters that came after him pretty much said, oh, we don't need servants, whatever. So they're just dead. they're gone. Servants gone, they're gone. Is there anything particular you liked so far before we get into the ending? And I had one thing I wanted to mention, but I wanted to hear what you more had to say.
Well, one thing that I noticed is that Shinji's servant, once again, is the rider class, just like over in Fate Stay Night. So, and of course the main character, Hakuno, his, is a saber, just like, Shiro, who's also the main character. So I'm wondering if Rin's is going to be an archer.
Right. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Emiya did get destroyed in the first episode, at least a Stone Golem version. And people have brought this up, and I looked back on it. Emiya did smile when he got destroyed by Nero.
Really? Okay.
I went back and looked at it. I was like, oh, he did. Man, that was so quick. Like, you would never notice that.
Yeah, okay.
And another thing, Shinji apparently used his command seal 2 times already?
Yeah, I know. I actually noticed that. I don't think 2 times, though. I noticed that 1 command seal was missing.
Right.
I didn't know there was a second one missing, because I think he used his second one during the battle between Drake and Nero.
Okay. Yeah, because I definitely for sure remember seeing only 1. I was like, okay, all right, he's been doing this for a bit. And I just wonder what Renhav's plan. What is she doing?
Yeah. She's kind of just tagging along for the ride? Or, I don't know, maybe she, this is Rin we're talking about. She probably has some sort of plan.
Yep, exactly. And then the ending, another reason why I got emotional, because the ending added Drake and Shinji, and I was like, oh... Jeez, you're gonna do it like that? Yeah. Oh man, ow! Just making me feel for it. And are you ever gonna play Fate Extra at all, or no?
No.
Okay. Spoiler warning for those who are going to play. And I will put the timestamp on the screen. Shinji in the game is actually only 8 years old.
What?
The avatar that you see is just an avatar he made. He is a game champion, one of the youngest game champions and hackers. And so when you kill him in the game, you're killing a kid, which just makes a lot of sense on why he acts the way he acts.
No way!
Yep.
What?
Yep, exactly. So it's like... So that's why it felt me some type of way. I was like, oh man, you actually grew up a bit. Oh no.
Oh wow. Okay, I'm so shocked right now. What?
Yeah, it hit me pretty hard because it's like, okay, you're going to get deleted. He knew that. But he's like, oh, please help me. I'm only 8 years old. I'm like,
oh my God.
Oh, that changes everything. Oh God. So yeah, that's why it kind of hit me. I was like, oh man, all right, at least you did grow and cements yourself as the best Shinji, because apparently in CCC he does way more too.
Okay.
And the Noble Phantasm that's over all the floors apparently has something to do with one of the servants in the game. So we're gonna find out as we keep watching.
Okay.
Yeah, but all in all, I'm excited. I want to see the next floor. I want to see the next servant. And this is good job, Shaft. Good job.
Yes.
Everyone who's working on this, excellent. You captured Fate very well.
And I'm having fun.
Yeah, me too. Definitely. And we were able to actually get this out on Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Keep it consistent, please. I like it on Sundays.
Is there anything specifically that you're working on for the week that you want to shout out while you're here?
Oh, well, actually, this Wednesday on my channel, there's going to be a very special stream, yes, on Valentine's Day, featuring myself, of course. We got Soberoni from GNA Reviews, Jojo Talks Too Much, Sun Wukong, Chibi Reviews, and Memory. They're all going to be on my channel. We're going to be having, for the 3rd year in a row, the Lonely Otaku live stream. It's a really big live stream on my channel where we all talk about our embarrassing romance stories. It's
nice.
So much fun. It's hilarious. It's going to be this Wednesday on my channel at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Sweet. I'll definitely have to check that out. That sounds fun.
Oh, thank you.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to just about do it as usual. Go ahead, check her out. Check out her channel. I can speak. And be on the lookout for our channel as well during the week. But until next time, logging out.
Sayonara.